We're talking Premier League and we're talking champions, so that means we're talking Manchester City. Paul, I'm going to come to you because you're the Liverpool fan.
Of course.
Were they deserving champions?
Ultimately, yeah. I think it would be... It would be stupid of me to say anything other than that, really, wouldn't it? I mean, ultimately, I'm very, very proud that Liverpool took it to the last day. I wish it would have been more in our hands going into the last day than it was. You know, it was a dream ultimately that we didn't get to fulfil. Man City, all the credit to them in the world. I mean, you look at the teams who were competing for it. Every team had a weak area. Look, Liverpool leaky at the back. That defence needed sorting out. Chelsea have got no goals, no decent centre forward. Arsenal had issues with injuries across the board and maybe didn't have enough of a backup striker behind Giroud. Man City have just got a great team and a great squad, and they play football the right way, and they've got a good manager.
Well, I was going to say to you, Andy, Pellegrini. How good a job has he done? Because last year we saw ructions in that Man City camp, didn't we? And a few players didn't get on with Mancini particularly. But afterwards, when they won the championship, every single player said, got to thank the manager, got to thank Pellegrini. Everyone loves him.
Well, he's just nice and calm. And I think it's almost this sort of grabbing the media's attention and making a huge deal of things. It's so like 2 seasons ago. And it's like, if you look at what the Real Madrid players said about Ancelotti compared to Mourinho, what Cristiano Ronaldo said about him, he's totally changed the vibe of it. And to bring that sort of calmness when you've got so many egos, I think that's hugely important. The other smart thing about Pellegrini is he changed tactics halfway through the season, because they're always getting beaten in those away games at Cardiff and Villa at the start of the season. He thought, hang on, this is the way I play football, but I'm too open. And later in the season, they brought in Javi Garcia to give a bit of a platform to Fernandinho and Yaya Toure, let Yaya do what he does better. Maybe Negredo lost out, but it really worked for him.
Do you think there'll be more changes next year?
I think they will do, just to cement it, because he did go on record as saying that, you know what I mean, this club and these fans deserve more titles and we're going to try and win them. And when you look at someone like Yaya Toure, I think he's going to emulate the kind of Frank Lampard 20 goals a season easily kind of thing. You've got a Sergio Aguero, somebody who'll be courted, but he most probably stay there as well. You can see if City can get it going in the Champions League, they can really cause problems. Because like you say, Paul, they're strong in every department.
Are you worried, though, about the financial fair play situation at City? Because that's not been resolved yet.
I'm not worried about it.
You might be with Liverpool next year.
It's a concern, of course, but I think they can trim, and they'll look to get rid of some of those historic contracts. And of course, Jolie Lescott is one of those. He's going to go this summer. And players who are sort of on the periphery of Scotland. Of course, in France, that's the same thing that PSG are going to try and do. They're going to try and dump the likes of Pastore, perhaps, rather than having to sell Cavani. It's going to be a challenge for them. But I think the interesting thing going into next season, and this is what concerns me for Liverpool, because I personally think that was their chance, and that is going to be it for the next couple of seasons. Because the thing is, as well as Manchester City wising up, I think Chelsea kind of wised up halfway through the season. They thought we were really lacking that Matic sort of player. They got him. When they get the striker, happy days.
Think City can win it again next year?
I think they can, yeah.
Will they?
Too early to say, man. Other teams will strengthen. You have to see what people buy. Who they buy, I should say.
Right.
Great spine.
Wrighty thinks Arsenal's going to win it. Paul thinks Liverpool's going to win it. Me and Andy don't care. But what do you think? Tweet us at Ball Street.